This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the delusion. This is the entitlement that is prevalent throughout the WNBA dump. This victim mentality, blaming everyone else for your history of huge embarrassing failure. This refusal to accept responsibility for the fact that this league has been pretending to be in business for 30 years and has still never turned a profit. And I say pretending to be in business because if the WNBA were operating like an actual business, this league would be bankrupt.
Asia Wilson, yes, that Asia Wilson just got bodied in the one stat she never saw coming: jersey sales, while Caitlin Clark is breaking records like the hobby. Asia is sitting somewhere wondering how Kate Martin, her former teammate, is outselling her. And let's not forget Angel Reed, barely unpacked, already stealing headlines. Oh, and Lee Monchin just entered the chat with better sales 2 looks.
Like, not only has Kate Martin still ahead of Asia Wilson, Kate Martin has now overtaken Sabrina Ionescu in jersey sales and Angel Reese. Kate Martin is currently on the WNBA website the 3rd highest in jersey sales. 3rd right now.
Let's be real, Asia Wilson thought she was untouchable MVP check champion, double check phase of the Aces triple check. But apparently being on the cover of all those magazines and calling yourself the league's girl doesn't guarantee people want to wear your name, because guess what? Fans aren't buying the hype or the jersey.
Hey everyone, I was just watching Unrivaled and I just got the notification that my Kate Martin jersey was delivered. So let's go get it. Let's go Laces, let's go. Alright, sorry, I got distracted, the Laces are playing. But I kind of opened it a little bit, oopsie, but I just got a little too excited, so I didn't actually take it out yet, so let's do that now. Why am I nervous? It's not even... Oh, whoa. Guys, this is so cool. Oh my god. Now that I've received my Kate Martin Valkyries jersey, it hit me that the Valkyries will be playing in May. 1 year ago, we were just hearing about the Valkyries, and I ran to Chase Center and got myself a t-shirt because I was so excited. I wanted to rep the team day one, and now I have a jersey. I am so excited to watch this team play this year and from many, 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 many years to come. And yeah, I'm just so excited. Go Valkyries.
Enter Caitlin Clark, the golden child of the WNBA draft. Ticket sales off the charts, viewership exploded, merchandise. You'd think Beyonce was suiting up with how fast her jersey flew off shelves. Caitlin didn't just show up, she showed out. Meanwhile, Asia Wilson, the so-called vet, is standing in the corner like someone forgot to invite her to her own party.
3rd right now. 3rd is Kate Martin for the Valkyries. And do you want to know what the crazy thing is? If you're looking at Fanatics, there is a Valkyries player. There is, in fact, a Valkyries player who is top 3. And it's not Kate Martin.
And here's where it really stings Kate Martin. Yes, Kate Martin, the same one who used to be a backup to Clark at Iowa, is now outselling her former teammate Asia Wilson in jersey sales. Let that sink in. Kate Martin went from playing supporting actress to stealing the entire show, her jerseys flying off shelves. She's smiling like she just won the lottery. And Asia's out here.
WNBA was not subsidized by the NBA. If they were not collecting a monthly allowance, which normal people would call welfare, if that was not...
Now, let's pivot to Angel Reed. Barely got a locker, barely got a number, but she's already a brand. The LSU legend brought her TikTok followers, her glam squad, and apparently a tsunami of jersey sales. With her, every time she blinks, another 10 jerseys get sold. She's already doing press tours, while Asia is doing damage control.
Continue to drop the ball. Continue to reinforce the fact you guys just aren't ready for what real demand looks like. What real demand looks like. Keyword, real demand. Not WNBA demand. Not, oh my God. 450,000 people are watching on TV. This is incredible. Not that. I'm talking like, holy crap, 3 million people are tuning in.
And if you thought that was the end of the embarrassment, allow us to introduce the latest plot twist in the WNBA's ongoing soap opera Lee Mangchen. That's right, the international star, who barely earned a preseason whisper, is now the name on every fan's lips once they figure out how to pronounce its search engines are melting down as people frantically type how to pronounce Lee Mangchen, not for a spelling bee, but because they want to rock her jersey before it's sold out. That's how real her impact is. The fans have spoken, and no A'ja Wilson's name wasn't even on the ballot. How did it get this bad? Simple, the game moved forward, while A'ja Wilson stayed parked in 2021, clinging to her personal brand like it's a vintage TikTok trend. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark rewrote the economics of the league. Angel redefined its attitude, and Kate Martin quietly turned her benchwarmer narrative into a fan favorite phenomenon. And then there's Chun, who didn't say a word, didn't beg for clout. She just showed up, dropped buckets, and cashed out silent, but deadly like a headline you never saw coming.
And it's not Kate Martin. It is Caitlin Shen. UConn fans and Iowa fans are different. And at least one thing I will say, in the WNBA's website, in fact, you have got, she's 6th.
A'ja Wilson, meanwhile, is giving us the classic "I don't care about jersey sales" energy, which, let's be honest, is a universal anthem of someone who's losing, and losing loudly on national TV in HD. Sorry, A'ja, but you can't pull the "I'm above this" car while your jersey is hanging on the clearance rack like a forgotten prom dress. 50% off, buy one, get one free, and still collect dust. And let's not act like this is some weird statistical glitch or an off-season fluke. The jersey sales receipts are public, transparent, verified. And guess what? Kate Martin, yes, Kate Martin, the one who used to warm up by defending Caitlin Clark in practice, now has more fans repping her number than A'ja does. That's not just a loss, that's a full-on playoff sweep, complete with confetti drop and a sad saxophone play in the background when a backup dancer outshines a headliner in merch sales. It's not just business, it's a cultural shift, and no amount of shrugging or fake indifference is going to hide the sting of falling behind someone who didn't even get drafted in the first round.
I guess it doesn't mean anything like, oh, it's only early. And I agree. I do think by the end of the year, it won't be that, she won't be top 3. And I also know people are going to be saying, oh, but everyone who wanted to buy an A'ja Wilson jersey already has one. Everyone wanted to buy an Angel Reese jersey already has one. And that argument will be sound if Caitlin Clark wasn't still top. Caitlin Clark is still top, just like Steph Curry is top in the NBA.
Even Aces fans are switching sides. You've got people in Las Vegas, actual Aces fans, rolling up the games in Caitlin Clark jerseys. That's like crashing your ex's birthday party while wearing a shirt with their new lover's face on it. It's bold, it's petty, it's awkward, and yet somehow painfully accurate. The energy has shifted, and A'ja Wilson's PR team has got to be in full panic mode. You can practically hear the brainstorming session. What if we give out free tote bags? No, how about a bobblehead? Maybe. A TikTok collab with Angel, re-cute ideas. But let's be real, Angel doesn't exactly need the clout. She's riding her own wave and dunking on timelines daily. A team up with A'ja might look more like charity than collaboration. And honestly, the last thing A'ja needs is to get figuratively or literally dunked on again. Meanwhile, Clark's just out here turning arenas into Iowa pep rallies. She doesn't even need a PR stunt, her passes are the PR stunt, so now even Vegas is flirting with the enemy, and A'ja's side is left handing out tote bags like it's a clearance sale.
A'ja Wilson and Angel Reese and Kate Martin are ahead of her in the WNBA website, but on Fanatics, which again is a big seller of WNBA jerseys, Caitlin Chen is outselling A'ja Wilson's jerseys. And
while we're on the topic of dunking, let's not ignore the emotional slam Kate Martin just executed on A'ja Wilson's entire legacy. Without even breaking a sweat, Kate didn't need a Nike campaign, a press tour, or a PR team working overtime. All she needed was a moment, and the fans handed it to her like she was the second coming of Diana Taurasi. Now she's smiling from the top sellers list like she just unlocked Hall of Fame mode, while AJ's camp is out here tweeting vague motivational quotes like, trust the process and the grind doesn't stop which is basically athlete speak for I'm panicking in lowercase. Let's be honest, Legacy is great, looks amazing on a plaque, sounds poetic in a retirement speech, and it gives sports writers something to romanticize. But if Legacy doesn't sell jerseys or move the culture, then it's just a feel-good bedtime story. The WNBA isn't stuck in nostalgia, it's shifting fast, the audience is. Younger, louder, and unapologetically focused on the now and right now, Kate. Martin is the moment. Meanwhile, A.A. Wilson is dangerously close to becoming yesterday's headline with tomorrow's engagement metrics.
What?
What the actual shit? No,
That's cute.
this is mine.
Do you want me
Hunter,
to-
you took.
Oh, you could get the red shorts to go with
You
it.
did not take this out of my closet.
Is that signed Caitlin Clark?
Fucking phone down.
Is that signed Caitlin
Hunter,
Clark?
why would you bring this out of my closet?
Bro,
Stop it,
no.
stop.
You have to get that.
Hunter, it's
and
mine.
get-
And while we're on the topic of dunking, let's not ignore the emotional slam Kate Martin just pulled off straight onto the reputation of Asia Wilson's carefully curated legacy. No fireworks, no dramatic press tours. Kate didn't come in with a PR machine. She came in with hustle charm and an open lane. All she needed was a shot, and the fans handed it to her like they were passing the torch. Now she's on the top sellers list, grinning like she just won the lottery with a layup, while Asia's camp is out here tweeting motivational quotes like they're trying to bounce back from a breakup and a midlife crisis. Let's be real, Legacy is cute. It makes for nice montages and misty tributes during halftime ceremonies. But in this game, if your Legacy doesn't sell jerseys, it might as well be a bedtime story. The WNBA isn't the same league it was 5 years ago. The fan base is younger, faster, and obsessed with whoever's popping right now. And Kate Martin, she's trending. Meanwhile, Asia Wilson, once the centerpiece, is looking dangerously close to becoming a nostalgia merch, because in 2025 the crowd moves fast and Legacy doesn't come with a purchase link.
Today we're going to be talking about Caitlin Clark. Again, well, it's kind of the usual for this channel. We are a channel that talks. I wonder what percentage it is about Caitlin Clark to Fever. I would say probably 50. I would say probably 50, to be honest. That's probably it. So we're probably 50% Caitlin Clark, 50% like women's basketball. But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about what happened when Caitlin Clark released some technically, well, she didn't release new merch, but new Caitlin Clark. And it was from Panini, and they were autographed Caitlin Clark.
There's a brutal honesty in merchandise. It doesn't lie spin or send out carefully worded press releases. It's not sentimental. It doesn't care about past MVP's gold medals or how many highlight reels you've headlined. Merchandise is democracy in its rawest form, while it's voting in real time. And right now, those votes are loud. They're not going to veterans, the legends, or the ones who've already made their mark. They're going to fresh faces, the new icons, the disruptors rewriting the script. And Asia Wilson, somehow, she's not even part of that conversation anymore. Not because she's faded, her talent is undeniable, but because the culture has already moved on. She's the question that's already been asked and answered. And whether it's fair or not, the answer is crystal clear. It's not you, Asia. It's in the crowd has shifted the attention, has wanted the jerseys, are flying off shelves, but they're not hers, because in a world where relevance is measured in clicks and cart checkouts, Legacy means. Lou, it's not personal, it's just brutally public.